Good evening, everybody. And how are we all doing today? I don't normally stream on Mondays, or at least I didn't until now. But with Monster Hunter Rise coming, I think this might become something I do more regularly. I want to do Monster Hunter Mondays. I want this to be, you know, a regular thing, but also importantly, I would like this to be something I can do with my community. I'd like to be able to, have people in chat join in on hunts. There's no reason it can't happen, there's no reason it shouldn't happen, and I'm excited for that. That's not happening today, because I have no idea about this game, and I just want to try it out solo a little bit, but I'm excited to see what's going to happen in the future regarding this. Joshua, welcome. I know Chair's playing World, and he's getting chat to decide his weapons, which is an interesting decision. I'm not going to be doing quite that, but I am going to be trying out a variety of different weapons today, because it's the demo. There have been several changes to several of the weapons, so I'm excited to see what's going to change there. Let's pull the game up. Well, not quite the game, just my Switch. I've been playing a lot of Hyrule Warriors, which is super good. If you're interested, you have to like both Zelda and Warriors games. Fortunately, I do, and it is great. But that's not the focus of today. Juice, immediately! Oh my god! Bedwet Behead, Sword and Shield, Switch Axe, or Hunting Horn. The last one is officially called Hunting Horn. I haven't played them in Rise yet, so I'm going to base my opinion on the games I have played. I am going to easily and effortlessly marry Sword and Shield, because, oh my god, Sword and Shield is amazing. Of the other two, I am going to bed Switch Axe, because I'm a huge fan, but it's not my main. And based on previous games, I'm going to kill Hunting Horn. I believe Hunting Horn is very good this time, though. You know what? It's interesting, Joshua. Greg, the poll is closed, because I've already started playing Disco Elysium. So no, you may no longer vote in it. The frame rate in Hyrule Warriors, I'm not actually... it isn't affecting my enjoyment at all. There are a few moments where it looks like the frame rate is a little bit low, but I've never actually... It's never impacted my enjoyment at all. It's generally during, super, super over-the-top moments, and it feels fine to me. I fully understand your hesitance, and especially, it feels like a Switch Pro is almost guaranteed at some point this year, so you're not making a bad decision. But for me, I'm finding it perfectly satisfactory. Some of the characters I don't enjoy playing that much, but the frame rate has not been an issue. Anyway, this is my first time opening this game. I know as much as everyone else does. Probably less than some of you. As always, let me know if the volume sounds good. Demo differs in some ways from the full game. Upon closing the software, all settings will be reset. Nothing fancy there. Yeah, I get that. It's a much bigger game, though. Just in terms of, I would like to change the... Oh, okay. Cheem, how are you? There you go. A lot of it has to be D-pad instead of analog stick. Ooh. Of course you're going to collect data. It's a demo. I'm fine with that kind of thing. Far! How goes? Yeah. So once you've done 30 quests, you can no longer use online play. You can only use local play. There is a way to do that. Ooh, got a South African tank. I know very little about South African military equipment, but that's kind of cool. Do you know the name? Because I might recognize the name at least. My dad was in the army. Okay. As I said, I'm going to be playing mostly solo, at least for the moment. There were some options that was suggested I change, but apparently I can't access them yet. Class 3P. I do not recognize the name. That's very... It's cool, though. I appreciate the fact that War Thunder has, like... A lot of these things tend to focus exclusively on American and European hardware, so it's nice to see some other things in there. I am going to start with the training quest. Mostly because, like, I want to see how the wire bug works, and I know it's very important. Let me quickly check that. I won't be able to show that on stream cam, but let me quickly take a look at it, just so that I can comment appropriately. That is a sizable vehicle. Oh god, I love this music. One thing I did want to say, thank you to Chen for gifting me 5 subs while I was offline, which was revenge for me gifting him 5 subs. I have no idea who got those subs, but there we go. Yeah, so let's do the training quest. Wait, what did Pop Time respond to? For this, I am going to go with my main. Yeah, it must be. That's really interesting. I have to go with my main. Okay. This is apparently like the Master Hunter. This is where... Yeah. There are a couple of things here that are apparently worth changing. Controls. I'm happy with the dash settings as they are. Yeah. This I want to be the item bar. This... the shortcuts menu. And this I want to be the action bar. This is just based on advice I got online. I can easily change that. And the radial menu settings, type 2. This is basically just more in line with Monster Hunter World. Nothing there is like super required. It's a light vehicle even though it's that size. That's thoroughly impressive, just engineering. Yeah, I see you. Congrats on making Hunter. A whole new life awaits. I can see it in your eyes that you're ready to thrash. But let's do a little little quest refresher first. Cool? Let's start with our camp here. This is your tent. Here you can change your equipment and organize your equipment and weapons, or organize your items. I'm reading this very poorly, I apologize. If you want to bail on your current loadout, you're free to switch out your gear inside. Some features have been restricted for the demo. It's weird that he would say that. That over there is the supply box. It's full of useful items that'll aid you during your quest. And everything in there is provided by the guild for free, so take and use whatever you want. That's it for the camp. Let's move to the next part. I'll meet you down by the river past the ledge. If you get lost, look for my icon on your map. Fairly straightforward. Yeah, Okay, this is all as I expect. Use L to zoom in. Nice. And that shows you endemic life. Very useful. Press X on the detailed map to open the icon list. Sure. Steech. A couple of useful items. Nothing amazing, but still. I already like the UI. Whoops. That needs to be changed. Oh, please tell me. Please tell me there's a way to invert, to do inverted Y. Camera controls. What are the different controls? Up, down is inverted, left, right is normal. Perfect. That's what I like. I know not everybody gets the inverted Y controls, but it's what I've used for so long that I just cannot live without it. There's a reason for that. The first time... Yes, I know, buddy. The first game I controlled... Hey, user. First game I controlled that had... also, hi, Stealth, I didn't notice you. That had any kind of analog control was specifically using a joystick. And on a joystick, pulling back means pulling up. Pushing forward means going down. And I got used to that, and so invert Y is just the way my brain works. Oh, yes! Whoa! It doesn't have the cool... It doesn't have the jump slash anymore, which surprises me. Rip Stealth, I'm sorry. Okay. Like Monster Hunter World, it immediately converts herbs to potions. Okay, so they've kept a lot of the... they've kept a lot of the quality of life improvements, which I really, really like. Looks really pretty too. Hey, up here! Alright, let's talk wire bugs. These bodacious bugs are a must in any hunt. I love this guy already. Use them right and you'll be able to zip around pretty much anywhere you want to go, even on top of this boulder. Give it a shot. Perform rapid aerial maneuvers with a wire dash. Whip out weapon-specific gambits with silk bind. I'm excited for that. Or regain composure with a wire fall. Recover over time. Okay, and different ones require different amounts of time. Yeah, stealth, just take some time to rest and relax. Capturing a wild wire bug will temporarily increase the gauge by 1. Yeah, I've seen people get that up to 3. I wonder if you can get it higher. So wire dash. While holding ZL, press X to move vertically, A to move forward. Press ZR to move where you're aiming. Can be used to initiate wall running? Oh, very nice. Draw your weapon and hold ZL or R, then X or A. Okay, that's something I'm gonna have to get used to. I've got to change these controls for each individual type of aiming. That's kind of frustrating. Like, I get it, it makes sense. That's a different thing. I'm happy with that one. That's different. That feels pretty smooth already. Let's talk about buddies. Yes, give me my Palamute. Ooh, Flash and Rumble are cute names. They'll be lending you a paw for this part of the train. First try mounting Rumble, my Palamute. Palamutes are swift as the wind, so if a monster gives you the slip, hop on your barking buddy. Cool. I mean, it does have some Spider-Man vibes, and I am on board with that. Hold down A while near a Palamute. Issue the Let Me Ride command from your action bar. R to dash forward, ZR to jump, ZL to... I'm sorry, you can't drift on your dog? That's amazing. Ride me! Recovery items, whetstones, and some other items can be used while riding a Palamute. Yes, this is what I'm into. Oh, such a fast popper. I like this, because one of the things that's frustrating in Monster Hunter, all of them, is that just running around the world consumes stamina, which means you run, and then jog, and it becomes frustrating. This doesn't use stamina, so it's great. That's correct, Stealth, but because he's not a normal pup, he's a Palamute. Yellow Spiriburb. You touch one, its pollen will enhance that good luck charm you're wearing, the Petal Ace. When that happens, the scent of the pollen surrounds your Petal Ace and boosts your stats. Since this little guy is yellow, it'll increase your stamina. Spiriburbs of other colors will boost other stats. Effect is only active during the current quest, but you can be sure as shurikens that they're worth using. Endemic life always is, as far as I can tell. Clothfly over there. Part of these floaty French spread can boost your defense. Ah. Endemic life broadly refers to all small life forms that inhabit an area. Some endemic life can be used like items to provide lasting buffs. These include perma-buffers and hunting helpers, which can come in handy when used effectively. As some of these life forms are rather rare and potent, they're worth seeking out. Oh. I just have to, like, walk up to it? Nice. Yes. I know flash flies are useful because you can blind monsters. That's been true since... I think since World, possibly before. Got the hang of riding Palamutes already? Oh yeah. They're super helpful buddies, especially when you need to cover a lot of ground, which you always kind of do. You can even tell them to attack while you're riding them, but their attacks won't be as strong as yours. Same with Palicos in every game. Except possibly for Generations. I think it was Generations where you could play as a Palico. That was rad. Or 4. When you're ready to get down to business, it's best to dismount. Looks like we've got ourselves some monsters nearby, but they will be babies, I'm sure. Wait. Yeah, green is health gauge, I know that. Yellow is stamina gauge. Will increase your maximum health and stamina. Okay, so different Petal Aces change that. What do you guys do? Stamina use down. Very useful. Super useful, especially for a bow user. Baby. I hate the small guys because they're often much harder to hit. But those were easy. There they are. This is a good training quest, but honestly, the only important part of it so far for me has been Palamutes, and I say that it was Palamutes, it was Wirebug, it was Endemic Life, so it is useful. Hey, buddy. Oh no, you are not up here. That was not an incredible hunt. It was 3 babies. Hey, we can still fast travel. That? Okay, you've got to hold it down. Leave this basic training quest. Okay. That is a good quest for people who, like, don't really know the game. Which, I mean, keep in mind, is a lot of people. Trying to get the hang of the new combos. I've got the voice on Japanese because from what I heard in the previews, the English voice lines have a lot of that. What's the best way to put this? That Naruto dub quality to them. Okay, this is a fun thing, Stealth. There are limited attempts in the demo. Except there aren't. If you run out of quests that you want to do, you can, you go to the, on your Switch, go to like data management or whatever, and you can delete the save data for this game, and it forgets that you've ever started it. It's fantastic. I do want to try some Wyvern riding, mostly because I want to fight Arzuros again, because he is best lad. Gonna stick to this for now. This evening I'm going to be trying out a bunch of different weapons on the more basic quest. Next week is when I plan to do some online quests against the, I can't remember what big boy's name is. It's Mizitsune. Wyvern riding. Uses Iron Silk to bend a monster to your will. This looks like it replaces mounting, which is an interesting way to change mounting. You can force the monster to attack other monsters, or even slam it into walls, dealing massive damage. A few steps you gotta take to successfully hang 10 on a monster. Once you're good to go, head down. Hold R and L to move. I'm fine with that. Attack with A and X, evade with B. While Wyvern riding, press Y to dismount and launch the monster forward. Okay, so you can throw them into walls and things. Will take damage and topple over if it collides with a wall or an obstacle. If you launch the monster you're mounted at another monster, you can force that monster into a mountable state. So you can hop back and forth between multiple monsters, which is rad. Attacking other monsters while Wyvern riding fills your Wyvern riding gauge. When it has been completely filled, you can unleash a mounted Punisher. Once the gauge is full, it will begin to diminish until it's empty, so make sure you pull off your mounted Punisher. Which I do how? Wyvern riding timer shows how long you can stay mounted. Okay, I like that they're much more clear about that. Timer will tick down as time passes, or if you are attacked by other monsters. Once time's up, you'll be bucked off your mount, so try to execute a mounted Punisher or monster launch before then. Attacks and flinches while monster riding can be cancelled by pressing B, which consumes Wirebug gauge. Executing evade and emergency evade commands just as you're attacked by another monster will stun it, allowing you to shrug off an attack. This is very complex. Types of attacks available while Wyvern riding differ for each monster, no surprise there. Using different combinations of X and A, as well as the L, will open up new attacks. I mean, it's interesting. As I said, it is already very complex. Here's the rundown. First, in order to Wyvern ride, you'll need to get a monster into a mountable state. Well, Juice, there is a lot of step before, but this can deal a lot more damage, and especially in cases where you've got two monsters to deal with at the same time, this can help. Stealth, have you been playing the demo? There are lots of ways to accomplish this, but first, let's give the old Wirebug Silkbind method a shot. If you keep attacking a monster using Silkbind attacks, it'll eventually get all tangled up and become mountable. Since you'll be using a Wirebug for this, it'll consume your Wirebug gauge. Just like wire dashing, mind your gauge. Silkbind works differently with each weapon type, so try them all out. Want to take a sec to practice? Let me know when you've had your fill. From rapid aerial maneuvers, yeah, remember reading about Silkbind? What was the... Okay, so ZL, or R with X and A once weapon is drawn. Juice, really don't... I mean, if you've got a Switch, get the demo. It looks a lot more complicated than it is. Monster Hunter has as a general rule, the whole series, has a bad time teaching people how to do shit. Download the demo, it's free. Do the basic training quest, do it a couple of times. Do what Stealth suggested, just run around the world, explore it, try different weapon combos, and then you can try some of the later quests. Wyvern riding is, like, it is complicated, that much is clear. Okay. That was not what I expected. That's my Silkbind attack. Wait. Are you endemic life? Puppet Spider. Oh no, I don't like that. Yay, Juice! Maybe from next week you can play with us. That is another thing about Monster Hunter. I love Monster Hunter, but it's like a tenth as good if you play it solo. Playing it with people is the best. The Puppet Spider. Oh, I know. I already touched it with my hands. Ugh. When it comes to mounting monsters, you can use the Silkbind technique or a Puppet Spider. Either works. So it's not quite like old mounting in that you don't seem to need to build it up. Hey, buddy. Well, he just shot some spiderweb out. By damaging them enough with Wirebug jumping attacks or Silkbind moves. So it is a little bit like mounting previously, but things like the Puppet Spider can just speed that up. Wirebug jumping attacks and silkbind moves inflict damage that can put monsters into a mountable state and is therefore displayed as special damage. But since this was a... and let's launch him into a pillar. Okay. I can't be moving at the same time. Okay. They just want me to practice his different attacks. That's fine. Launches the monster you've mounted, sending it hurtling into obstacles, inflicting serious damage and toppling it over. Yep. Press B to regain footing. Okay, that's the wired dash or something like that, which is super useful. Use launch monster again in this state, if timed properly, will repeatedly send the monster crashing into a world of hurt. Well, that sure is something. Oh, I'm mounted again? That's presumably only for the demo. Ooh, nice. You see, Juice? This is why this is important, and why not just stab. Buddy. I need you to do better. Well, heck. Yeah, there's a lot of flopping going on here. You press X and A to do a mounted Punisher. Cool. Oh, heck. That was cool. Trying to figure out Sword and Shield in World had a leap forward attack, which I'm not pulling off at the moment. So I've got to try to figure that out. But so long, let us try the first actual quest. Yeah, so these don't take any attempts. These take up your tries. That's fine, because I know a way to make it infinite. The first time, I am going to stick to my main. But then, for the rest of this evening's hunt, I'm going to try different weapons. Because I've heard that several of them are very good in Rise, including Hunting Horn, which I've previously had a lot of trouble with. I tend to struggle with kind of slower weapons, and they've sped it up. No. Buddy? There we go. I believe the arrow is pointing to where That's where the monster is, which, if so, it's kind of a little overpowered if you can do it all the time. No, Juice. 50 minutes is your time limit. Most hunts don't take that long, although it's worth noting that later hunts, 30 to 40 minutes is very common. A hunt like this against one of the weaker drones is going to take me, I would guess, 10 to 20. But honestly, 50 minutes does happen. I love the fact that you can just run around on your Palico and pick up stuff. It's great. Argyros, you're also here? Now that's cool. I very rarely like to focus on monster. Whoops. Oops. Come on. Everything is so much faster. I really like it. Because this dude used to be really slow. Oh! And the dude I'm here to fight has also joined the party. Oh! Getting extra wire bug use? I know I'm supposed to be fighting the other dude, but... Oh, it is so frustrating not to be able to eat. Because normally you eat before a hunt, and it just gives you... it basically just increases your maximum health and stamina. And not having that is a bit frustrating. I think he went down here. Honestly, Juice, the fact that hunts can take, can end up taking 50 minutes is one of my favorite things about this game. Oh, yes, please. RIP! Well, good gear does significantly speed up a hunt. Just it's always going to be a time investment. Ah, wrong button. Didn't get a perfect rush, but still pretty solid. Chair, thank you so much for the raid, and also know you're a cutie. Okay, I don't know if you can hear that, but there's a fire drill going on in my building. Since it's explicitly a drill, I'm just gonna ignore it. What happened to my shortcuts? Honestly, the Silkbind attacks are so powerful. San, thank you so much for the sub. No, I love you. But yes, as I said, what did I do to my shortcuts? There we go. Oh, that's lovely. Okay. Yes, follow Sans. I mean, I'm glad you're subbed, Chair. It makes me very happy. Also, sorry for missing the raid. I can't actually hear... I don't have any desktop audio at the moment. Because of the way my streaming setup is, I only have... Oh? Huh. I assume he's down here? I didn't see anywhere else he could have gone from there. No, he's not down here. So how can I get to where he is? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Actually, where's my... I should be using my Palamute for this. So, dude is sleeping somewhere around here, or at least injured. Yeah. I'm gonna switch off my microphone for a minute. Apologies for that. And drill is done. Rip. I just want to carve this dude. Blah, 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 blah. I know that was like completely pointless and probably actually a bad idea. What is shining over here? Oh, just a wyvern tier, but that's rad. Oh my god, the pup and the cat play with each other. Um, no, the thing is, Nikki's right. There is no best weapon, even in the demo. I would say Sword and Shield is probably the easiest weapon to use overall. It's the easiest, like, hacky slashy weapon. For someone who's never played before, I do find that faster weapons are easier to use. So Sword and Shield and Dual Blades are great choices. But if you just want to go biff bash deal a lot of damage, Greatsword and Hammer are also wonderful choices. But yes, Sword and Shield you can no-brain. Correct, Hunting Horn is now one of those. Rip! Oh, that is cool. Saw that coming, buddy. How is he already enraged? But yeah, Sword and Shield is... I hate to say this as a Sword and Shield main, but it is probably the easiest weapon to no-brain. Tom, thank you for joining. So many cuties in chat. What have I done to be blessed with such cuteness in my chat? Well, that's the thing. Sword and Shield doesn't have states to worry about. In that sense, Greatsword is also, I feel like, probably one of the more straightforward ones. Because Greatsword is just Unga Bunga hit kills. I mean, thank you, Nikki and Jen. I choose to accept those compliments. But also return them, you cuties. Yes, your attack buttons are X and A. And X and A at the same time. But especially if you're... like, start with the basic tutorial. And... you know, just go from there. Jen and Nikki have the same brain. It is the brain of a cutie. I really like the verticality of this game already. Yeah, look, there are shoulder attack buttons, but just like, especially at the beginning, you're only going to really need to worry about your about your basic combos. And also, like, this is a complicated game. Don't feel ashamed of looking up online tutorials. And I'm going to mute again. Okay, fire drill over for the second time. I'm really liking the new visual effect on that, on the perfect rush combo. It really pops that little extra bit. Hi, cutie Zach. It's going pretty well. How are you? Look, I've only had one stream that I actually had to stop because of a fire alarm. Bruh, you don't need to push so hard. I don't like pre-ordering games, but I do like this game. Zach, I'm very proud of you for doing exercise. I should at some point. Okay, let's try a new weapon. Oh, they come with armor sets as well. And some of them are ladies. You know what? I'm not going to show preference. I'm just going to go left to right. Even though I really want to try out Hunting Horn. Honestly, Monster Hunter has some very good music, and there are moments where that like main rising Monster Hunter theme literally brings tears to my eyes. I was listening to the Fatalis theme from Monster Hunter World a while ago, and there's a point like where it's like the climax of the battle, and that piece, which is called Proof of a Hero, comes in, and I nearly started crying when I heard that. I haven't even fought Fatalis, I was just listening to the music. I really like these games. That is quite a sword. Let me try out some basic combos. Okay. This is the charge slash, right? And you've got to release it at the right moment. Ooh, this is super slow. And that's like a dash. Well, heck. It's a fire drill, I'm sorry. I don't want to stay muted forever, but I will let chat decide. Is this frustrating enough that you want me to mute? Because I know it's loud. It stopped. It stopped? Oh, that's so much quicker than before. Thank you, Tom. This time I'm not going to bother with Arzuros unless he gets in the way. I thought the dude was here. No, there he is. Excuse me? Just doesn't give a fuck. Is Arjiro scared of him? I don't know the length of this weapon. So, that's gonna happen sometimes. Let's grab an extra wire bug. I don't know what that did. I do like the wide range of this. This reminds me of when I was playing Dark Souls 2 with my greatsword, which was a very fun experience. Okay, that did a lot of damage. Ah, I keep whiffing those attacks. I overestimate the length of my sword. Okay, it's an attack buff. Yeah, well, that's why, while trying different weapons, I'm sticking to the easier monster. Because, like, honestly, I don't need to learn a whole new monster's behavior while I don't even know the weapon I'm using. Oh, lovely. I'm not the biggest Capcom fan. I'm just gonna leave this going, by the way, unless it becomes unbearable. If it's already unbearable, please let me know. Yeah, I've got to fix up my stamina. I should probably heal as well. I didn't think that would hit. Oh, the cooldown after that attack. Ah, but if you do it into a swing, it's way better. Oh, that is a nice attack. Thank you for the suggestion. I don't think I'm going to become a Greatsword main, but I'm liking it. Excuse me, Zach. There's a lot in that sentence that concerns me. What a lovely way to finish it. How did you cut your inner earlobe? Okay, I love the fact that where he's resting basically just makes it look like I decapitated him, which is very appropriate for how I won. So, triple slash gets me that, which is super cool. What does X and A give me? Okay, that's just the upswing. Does this have a guard? Honestly, I like Greatsword more than I was expecting. I'm very much into the quicker weapons, but that was a lot of fun. No, I'm not... Like, I want this game, don't get me wrong, but I'm not going to pre-order it. I'm tempted to go to Mizutsune. But here's the thing. When I fight Mizu, I want to fight it with people. I don't want to solo Mizu. Not because it's impossible to do, but because I like this game with people. Wait, you can triple overhead slash? That's interesting, I must try that. I'm guessing you know Greatsword better than I do. Now this is the fiddly one. I know that there is a lot of skill to the longsword. It charges up the spirit gauge as you cut into the prey and can unleash powerful spirit blade attacks. Also allows for technical dodge and counterattack combat. That's the part that's confusing. I'm gonna have to check the controls again, because I know that there are... Are there 2 Silkbind attacks for each weapon, or just a Silkbind attack and a falling attack? Because... I'm sorry, I just pressed a button and went straight into an attack. That was not my plan. Yeah, that's got a nice simple combo. Nothing bad there. I'm assuming that's the dodge. Okay, and this is the shoulder button attack. It does not have difficulty levels. Although the best way to adjust the difficulty is to get more people playing with you. It does give the monsters more health, but just having more damage dealers, having meat shields, no offense to everybody else, it adjusts the difficulty a lot. But the main way the game gets easier is you get better, which is part of what I like about it. I'm just going to keep talking over this. Yeet! Hey, Popo. Once again, Luca, I would suggest get the demo. The demo is completely free. Bug. Demo is completely free. I'm going to be playing online next week, so feel free to join then. And you know, do the tutorial quests, and then just play with me, play with a few other people, get a feel for it. And if you still don't enjoy it, that's fine. Yeah. What Chair says. It doesn't really apply to the demo, but Like, get the best armor you can, because there's no reason not to. Get the best armor and weapon available at a particular point in the game. And, yeah, just grind that out. Buddy. You know, this feels surprisingly awkward for all I've heard of how great it was. I'd been told that longsword was like the noob-friendly weapon. Okay, I already see it there. The spirit gauge suddenly makes this weapon so much more fun. I want you, Wirebug. I don't know what happened there. It's amazing how Chair and Jen are both correct, because chat is the cutest, including Jen. Okay, so that's a counter. I just did it at the wrong time. RIP! There's like a second spirit gauge and I'm confused. Yeah, no, I knew what you meant still. Chair, you're definitely cute. You can tell that you're cute. There's actually a fairly simple way to tell that you're cute. You are part of chat, and chat is cute, therefore... I mean, you were the one who said chat is cute. And no, if you're wondering, leaving chat won't change that, because you said that while you were in chat. Gotta do some munch. It's really frustrating that of all the days for my fire drill to happen, and of all the times, it's now. I would have to look up online what I'm doing wrong with the spirit gauge, because I feel like I'm doing something wrong. No, Chair, there are actually no exceptions. This is an exceptionally cute chat. That's the only exception. Ooh, healing bubble. Nice. perfect time to sharpen up. Rip! Sure thing, Chair. I know it's very late. And I know that you claim that doesn't matter, but of course it matters. Enjoy your lurk, enjoy your sleep. Once again, thank you for the raid, as always. I would need to do more with the longsword to become convinced. I wish I'd managed to pull off that... Oh, come on. The counter. I really want to try figuring this out. Hi, buddy. No, because they don't know that I'm inside, and they encourage people to take part in the drill. I think they're literally just testing the fire system, because they've had a lot of problems with it recently. We've had a lot of false alarms in the last couple of days. Also, I didn't notice earlier, God, 30 minutes ago. Gamer DLM, thank you for the follow. So yeah, I believe they're just testing the fire system. But it's very frustrating when you're streaming. Okay. Now it is time for, I believe, Chair's favorite weapon. Or at least his main. The dual blades. Honestly, they have no way of knowing if I'm still inside. And, I mean, during actual full fire alarms, I mostly don't leave anymore, because they're all false alarms. But I am going to mute up, because it is frustrating. I'm sorry. I'm hoping that's the last time. It probably won't be. Dual-blade mains have the horrible stereotype of consistently carting by burning all their stamina in demon mode and just getting whooped. This is a very cute pupper. I like his face. Gold! Gold, how are you? Thank you for joining, you cutie. Come on, wirebug. You. Are those baby Arzuros? Because they're insanely adorable. Oh? You just GTFOing, buddy? Okay. I want to explore this place. I'm sorry, they're what? Because those are two really fascinating words that I don't expect to go together. Oh, heck yes! Again, apologies. Come on. Yeah, I launched one monster into another. Why not? Excuse me, now I'm riding this dude? Bomb badgers? Oh, I love that. Although it's not great fighting both of these guys at the same time. Okay, I am entirely seeing the appeal of these weapons. No. How do I switch it off? I mean, I kind of don't want to switch it off, but also I kind of do. Oh yeah, this arm effect is rad. Okay, I'm gonna mute up now. It's gotten into second stage. I'm just unmuting to say, Juice, Wyvern riding is difficult for everybody. A, it's new. B, it's weird to control. Don't worry too much about if you don't do well with Wyvern riding. If you've got a handle on, or if you think you've got a handle on the basic controls, try out this first basic quest. And if you can't, it doesn't matter. It's a demo, you're practicing. The alarm's still going off, but I'm so excited to use some of these Silkbind moves. Also, hi Vegeta. I'm muted because alarm's going off. But also, I love you. It's probably only a temporary reprieve, but here we are. Up? Good pop. Oh good! My upstairs neighbors have decided this is a good time to be hammering. Excuse me. Honestly, this is very cool armor, which basically confirms that Royal Ludrath is coming back. You can charge? You mean like the big ol' hammer slam? That's chargeable? Well, that just seems excessive. Like, I love it, don't get me wrong. I mean, Royal Ludrath is a lizard, so you're not wrong there. It was confirmed in the trailer, but I actually believe it was that this armor confirmed it before it was ever confirmed in the before it was ever officially confirmed, which is kind of fun. Wait, everything's all differenty. Well, now I've got to hunt Arzuros. Well, I misjudged that. RIP! Guess who's not good with the hammer? I'd really like to get good at the hammer, though. I've heard it's kind of overpowered in this game. Yeah, I know. That's better. I'm pressing A. There we go. That was more like it. There we go. Saw it coming! Couldn't move out of the way. How dare you interrupt that, you son of a bitch. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna become a hammer main. At least, not the way it currently feels. But that is an incredibly satisfying attack, I will say that. Oh yeah. Palamutes are great. I'd love to see more of them. Actually, might as well pick up a few more herbs. I went through a couple of potions there. Or, you know, one. The Palamutes are exactly what they need to be. Which is, like the Palicos, cute but also useful. You know what? I'm still gonna give this a chance because it's a very interesting weapon. It's a little slow for my liking. They can't be a one-time thing. They're too good. Although I thought that about Palicos as, like, playable hunters. Which turned out to be a one-time thing. This is the weapon, I'll admit, where I've used the most Silkbind attacks. Partly because I just don't find it super satisfying without them. RIP! And dare I say again, RIP. Ah, fuck off! Oh my god, he's angry. And I am on the wrong side of that anger. Also, Arzuros is actually much tougher than Great Izuchi. I know about charging levels, but also you can't blame me for not knowing the intricacies of a weapon I've used exactly once, and you're watching that once. I'm sure it is very good. I just don't know it. Fuck off! I was trying to do a cool thing. Oh, okay, that is some beefy damage, I'll admit. The things I just find it really slow. Like, more so than the Greatsword, which I thought was the slow weapon. Oh, buddy, this is a terrible time for you. Did I miss that attack? Yeah, this is his normal sleeping spot, and Great Izuchi was here. I'm sorry, Stink Mink? Oh, attract monsters. That's certainly interesting. And he's taking a shortcut. Shortcut a heck of a long way away. I know I don't need to fight him. You know what, Chen? Yes, I am. I accept, and in fact, appreciate your pun. Yeah. Look, I'm sure Hammer's great. I would just need to spend more time with it. Whereas something like Sword and Shield, I've been using for long enough that I don't need to spend time with it. And also, it's a fairly straightforward weapon, apart from the perfect rush combo, which is its own special thing. I kind of knew that was coming. That probably wasn't the best use of a wire bug. Oh, come back here. I want to kill you more. See, I'm finding Hammer okay. It's not a bad weapon, it's just, as I said, a little slow for my preferences. I like Sword and Shield. I have to say, I loved dual blades. I entirely see the attraction. But he's getting some honey in. Which one is it? That was a very satisfying way to end the fight. Yes. Anti-Dobra? That's amazing! But yes, Ian should definitely download it. I mean, I think everybody should. I love this series, and this game is turning out to be one of the best so far. Excuse me, who are you? Oh, you're you! I can't remember what... Gargoyle, that's you. Okay, now let's do the fight I actually came here for. It's incredibly similar actually, Gold. I never noticed before. It is amazing. Arzuros is much tougher than Great Izuchi. I think it's pronounced that way? Or approximately that way? Even though this dude is faster, Arzuros has got a lot more beef to him. Well, I hit somebody at least. Okay, that was satisfying, I'll admit. Come on. Keep misjudging that. I think that's better for bigger monsters. Get food. You know, it's interesting, a lot of people disliked the damage numbers in Monster Hunter World. I'm actually glad they kept them in, because it's nice to know when you're hitting a monster in the right place. I know Hammer also has a super spin, which I haven't figured out. Oh! Buddy, that's gonna leave a mark. Well, yeah. I think the right thing that they do with the damage numbers is that they're optional. Just reading up a little bit, gold. That is... it's interesting that that Mizu is so much more difficult. Like, not super shocking, because Mizu is one of the toughest monsters, or at least I found it one of the toughest. But I was actually kind of surprised that they made that the intermediate. I would have thought something like a Rathian would have made for a good intermediate, although that does have the issue of poison. Although Mizu has its own status ailments, so... Ooh, that was a nice bump to the head. Oh, little buddy got me. Nice. Stealth, I would tell you that I love you too. But also, I would appreciate it. I would appreciate it as much as I appreciate you, which is to say very much. These little bastards. This guy can't have much left in him, right? Chen, it's okay. I love you even if stealth doesn't. There we go. Yeah, hammer's a weapon I would have to spend a little bit more time with. Towards the end, I was getting into a bit of a flow. Oh, I agree, Luca. Mizu is one of the top tier designs. Yeah, I was getting into a bit of a flow. I know there's a way to roll out of a charge and keep the charge, but I don't know how. So I will do what I always do, which is I will go to Eric's Gaming. Eric's Gaming on YouTube is, in my opinion, one of the, like, absolutely most useful resources. Dude gives you tutorials on every weapon. He gives you advanced techniques. He's been doing rundowns of all of the little gameplay clips we're getting. Okay. This is one I'm excited for. I have heard that the hunting horn in Rise is better than it's ever been, partly because it's easier, which is very much my kind of thing. Sheen, why are you flopping? Yeah. So for those who don't know Monster Hunter, Hunting Horn is similar to the hammer in that it's a blunt weapon. But you can see there we've got self-improvement, defense up, attack up, and health recovery up. You can play songs to buff yourself and your allies. Yes, you're right, Luke. I didn't notice, but thank you for pointing it out. The alarm does seem to be done permanently. So you'll notice they're all XXAA and XAXA. So they're much easier to remember than they used to be. They're much easier to remember than they used to be. They also play automatically. So you used to have to, like, do XX and then press a button to make the effect happen. Just finished your first hunt? Boy, howdy, you're confused. You know what, Juice? That is literally how everybody's first hunt goes. That's just how the game works. Don't see that as you're not good at the game. See that as you're learning. I mean, I kind of wish, Luca. Yes, if you get an X, an A, and an XA on your stave, you can see the stave at the top there next to my sharpness. You can play all three songs at once, easily. Chen, that's kind of why I mostly just have one main, because then I don't really need to remember weapon combos. Luca, why? That's amazing, Luca. I don't think it was 30 seconds. It's not your fault. Once again, I'm gonna mostly unmute when anything fun happens. Chen, it's a fire drill. They announced it as a drill, so I'm not leaving, but it's super frustrating. And it's gone, hopefully for the last time. You see, to me, this is just hammer but faster. And I know it doesn't deal the same damage, not by a long way. It's dealing like half the damage of the hammer. But I feel so much more in control. Holy fuck, what did I just do? I mean, I know it was a Silkbind move, but holy hell, that was powerful. Like, that was not what I expected to happen at all. Good lord, that's powerful. Oh good, and now I can ride it because those are Silkbind attacks. Okay, I might be a hunting horn main. Which I know is like the thing to say these days, but you can't blame me for liking this. Excuse me, that was so fast. Chen, thank you for the gift sub to Gift Rush 465, which is, I assume, why you did it, or at least part of why you did it. Very much, Juice. If you're playing D&D, this would be barred with a hammer or a club. That was insane. There was like, from actual contact to winning, there was like 4 minutes. Which I know is partly, I know the monster better. But that was beautiful. Drive safely, Chen. So Sword and Shield still feels amazing. Sword and Shield doesn't feel that different, though. It feels very much like it did in World. Except without the, like, rising attack, which I really, really liked. So just to go through the weapons I've done so far. Sword and Shield, great. Great Sword feels... It's slow, but it's powerful. Doesn't feel amazing, but is good. I like dual blades. I would like to explore them more. I would also like to see their Silkbind moves, which I didn't actually bother to explore at all. Hammer I want to spend more time with, because Hammer looks like it's going to be amazing from everything I've seen. I'm just not good at Hammer. But Hunting Horn is absurdly powerful at this point. So yeah, I'm excited to try out more Hunting Horn. Let's try the Lance, which I've almost never used, and yeah, I find the Lance to be a slightly weird one, but I want to explore more of it. Okay, so that's the triple stab. That's the triple up stab. You can combine them in any combination. That's fine. That's a block, which I believe is like a perfect block. And that's not what lances do. Okay. That's an interesting move. Is there timing to that? Okay. It comes out on its own time. Like, you don't seem to be able to modify it. That's fine. And that's how you move around fast. You spin, you just basically charge. Okay. So far nothing looks amazing. I would like Lance to be better. From what I've heard, it's still kind of underwhelming, but I hope to be proven wrong. Frankly, there are Lance mains who probably think I'm crazy for not loving the Lance. Although that is true of every weapon in this game. So, let's get some more defense. That's the one I keep forgetting to get. And it's super useful. What is Izuchi doing down there? I'm chasing him exactly the wrong way around. Oh well. I love the fact that when you're riding a Palamute, sprinting does not take energy. That does not take stamina. I saw that. I cannot remember how to do it. But it is the most ridiculous concept ever, and therefore I love it. Oh, that's a perfect block and like a counter. That's interesting. Ooh, this is a slow-ass weapon. You know what? You're right, Juice. It's time for a long-ass apology video. That's the only way to reassure my audience. What crucial information did you wish to share? What's happening? I did a dumb by mistake. Oh yes. You drift. You hold ZL to drift. That is definitely crucial information. Okay, well, I don't feel like I'm gonna be a Lance main. God, this weapon is so slow. Bye, Luca. Have a good one. Like, it doesn't have a proper dodge. Got the Mounted Punisher, which should do quite a bit of damage. I mean, more damage than I've managed to do with the lance. Well, I just tried to do a Silkbind move, and it did something. I cannot agree with Luca that gold is cuter. I can agree with Luca that gold is cute, because all of my chat are equally cute, and frankly, slightly overwhelmingly cute. What the fuck was that? I just used a wire bug charge for that. And he didn't even move. No, wrong button! I mean, it does reasonable damage. That's a thing I should do. Thank you, Gold. Hunter's Notes are generally in your plus menu. Yeah, Hunter's Notes. Guard dash, dash attack. Yes, that's a counter thrust. I just don't really know how to use it. Twin Vine. Jabs a kunai into the target to get its attention. Press ZL plus B while the kunai is still lodged into the target will launch you towards it. Okay. So it's a little bit more complex. Attacks absorbed while your shield is up temporarily boost your attack power? That doesn't sound amazing. I actually forgot about the Hunter's Notes as well. So thank you very much, Gold. Helped me, helped Juice, is therefore the best of all worlds. Okay, I would need a lot of convincing about Lance. Gun Lance. I've heard that this one is much improved. Sturdy lance affixed with a cannon. Pressure your prey with a bevy of bombardments. That's a lot of bees. Then land a super powerful hit at just the right time. Let's try this one. Without wanting to tempt fate, I'm hoping my alarm is finished for good now. Yeah, let's actually check my Hunter's Notes. Lateral thrust, shelling, charge shelling, X plus A is a rising, slash, guard thrust, and reload. All three together is wyvern fire, and then guard. Wormstake Cannon. By either pressing A after 2 shelling attacks, or the combo of XA, XA, or XA, XXX. Good lord. This attack fires a blade that hits multiple times before exploding. Alternatively, you can quickly fire this by pressing L back plus A after a charged shelling. Use a standard reload to reload. Okay, gonna need to figure that out. Silkbind attack activated by pressing XL. Perform a rising slash and then an overhead smash. Each usage reduces the cooldown time of Wyvern Fire. Okay. Yes, why play Lance when other weapon? Guard Edge. Silkbind attack activated by pressing ZL plus A. Well-timed guard regenerates your weapon's sharpness and can be followed up with various attacks. That seems kind of... It's useful, but it has limited uses. Light bowgun is kind of... It's often seen as one of the support weapons. Again, it's the demo. Try it out. I've only used light bowgun a handful of times, and I never super liked it. But frankly, I don't like most of the ranged weapons. I say most. There are only 3, and I don't like any of them. Perhaps the bow will change my mind. But genuinely, Juice, try all the weapons. When I got the demo for Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate, I just tried a bunch of shit until I found a weapon that worked for me, and also until I got better at the game, at which point I was better at fighting Lagombi. This is another very slow weapon I use. I'm not a fan of these super slow weapons. I'm a fan of that. This is better, Ding. They're basically saying the fire alarm, the drill is over. So, that's a good thing. I'm gonna have to look up again how to reload. There we go. I mean, I will say this is immediately way better than the Lynx. It's got the same mobility issues. But I feel like it's way more fun to use. Okay, that was the wrong one. Yeah, I'm feeling this weapon a little bit, actually. Like, not super. But I'm feeling it. Let me check how to do that, what is it, worm steak? Because I want to do that. So I've been doing X plus A, X plus A. Fire quickly by pressing, so. Nope. That's the one. So doing the triple A is the easiest way to do it. You know, pop time. His weapon is a chain and sickle. That's fucking amazing. Yeah, I think it's a nice thing to do for the demo, because it would have been so easy to make every hunter just have basically the exact same, just be the same hunter. But they did the cool thing. Let's see if I can blind this dude actually. Yeah. I still don't know what the worm steak is doing. It appears to be nothing. Rip. I forget that gun lance and lance don't actually have a dodge in the traditional sense. And I misaimed that. I will say I really, really miss the Sword and Shield's mobility when I'm on a weapon like this. Okay. Rip. Oh, beat him with the mounted Punisher. That was certainly an interesting way to do it. Rip! Just let me jump up there. I feel like worm steak would probably be better on bigger monsters. It's just hard to, like, properly impale this dude. Even Arzuros would probably have been easier. And if I saw correctly, the next weapon I'm going to be trying out was my very first main. What I mained in Monster Hunter 3. Buddy, I will buy your game. I might even pre-order it. But I'm not going to do it today. Yes, I was right. Switch Axe was my first ever main. Switches between Axe mode for fluid mobility and hefty single hits, and Sword mode for quicker strikes. File effects activated by the sword persist in Axe form. Now, I mentioned was my main. That was a good, what, 10-ish years ago? Early days of the Wii U, so maybe 9 years ago. I haven't used it much since then, so expect me to be more than a little rusty. Check the Hunter's Notes. X and Axe mode is for overhead slash, for wild swing, for rising slash. There's the forward slash, and you can morph with the shoulder button. Once the switch gauge is filled to a certain point, you can morph your sword. If your gauge is low, you will reload instead. When the sword is not in use, the gauge fills gradually over time. Use Axe Wild Swing a certain number of times, that's rapidly pressing A, to perform a heavy slam. This combination will often prime you to reach maximum potency. So ZL plus X in Axe mode. Forward moving spinning attack that fortifies the user, making them immune to flinching or being knocked back by even the fiercest attacks. That's nice. And Switch Charger. Silkbind attack activated by pressing ZLA. Use a wire bug to launch you forward while quickly regenerating your switch gauge. In addition, the switch gauge won't decrease for a short period of time. I mean, I'll have stealth. In sword mode, I can do an overhead slash, a double slash, or an elemental discharge. So attacks in sword mode will expand the switch gauge. Will expend the switch gauge to add a file's effects to your attacks. Attacking with the sword enhances files until they enter an amped state, giving axe mode and sword mode extra hits. This is something I haven't been looking at with the other ones, but Juice, or anyone else playing for the first time, this page is great. This does not show you every combo, unfortunately, but it shows you enough combos that it's a good way to get started. So, Switch Axe has an infinite combo. But you can also break it up with that. So a bunch of A's plus X gives you that. In Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate, this was actually one of the best ways to deal damage in the whole game. You could just spam that. And there was something called a lychee bug, Lychee? No, Wiggly Lychee, sorry. Now, Wiggly Lychee still exists in Monster Hunter World, and it reduces stamina usage. However, the Wiggly Lychee in Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate eliminated stamina usage for a little while. Which meant what you could do was get a Wiggly Lychee and then literally infinitely use that attack. It was absurd and I loved it, and I'm so sad they changed the Lychee. I really was never very good at the switch axe, but I like doing that. Reduced stamina usage will be good for this weapon. I don't know what zero-sum discharge is. Oh, God, this weapon is fun. Fucking look at that! Oh, this is such a good feel in Rise. I mean, it's always been a weapon that's felt great for me. Oh my god, my dog's name is Almond. This is the best timeline. Started doing an elemental discharge there. Elemental discharge is obviously best when the monster is down, and I know there's a way to latch onto the monster. Which I did not do there. Because honestly, I'm just having way too much fun unga-bungaing this weapon. God. It is amazing for me just how differently these hunts go when I'm feeling a weapon compared to when I'm not. And given that, I might actually end up doing something similar to what Chair is doing, and allowing chat to vote on weapons. Because it'll be interesting for me to have the opportunity to try a bunch of different things. But yeah, this is great. Switch axe feels so smooth in Rise. I didn't use it much in... I didn't use it much in World. I haven't used it much since 3. In Monster Hunter 4, I switched over to Charge Blade as my main. The problem is I didn't actually know how to use Charge Blade properly. So I was basically just using Charge Blade as an inferior Sword and Shield. Which is why in Generations I switched over to Sword and Shield and kept with that for my for World. A weapon that is both sword and axe. This is the Charge Blade. Charge it up in sword mode, then combine sword and shield into an axe, and unleash the energy as a devastating attack. I've heard the Charge Blade feels very good in Rise. Obviously, I can't 100% know that, but we're about to find out. It is a very technical weapon, and it's going to take me some time to figure that shit out. So I probably won't be super good at it yet. Weak slash, forward slash, L plus A during a combo for a fade slash. I'm not quite sure what that does. ZR plus X is a morph slash, presumably changes into the axe. ZR plus A charges, I know that much, and ZR guards. So attack in sword mode to build up sword energy. Build up too much energy and attacks will bounce off, which I do remember. Perform charge files while the gauge is yellow or above to fill a file, which can be used in axe mode to perform powerful attacks. God, that sounds amazing, Zach. I'm so glad, Juice, you like the light bow gun, because, I mean, that's one of the things that happens in this game. You find a weapon that feels good for you. I will suggest trying a bunch of them, because a lot of people have 2 or 3 mains. And some people don't have a main, they just play everything. But I'm so happy you're enjoying the bow gun, because, yeah, the moment you find a weapon that fits with you, the game is so much more fun. Unga Bunga Axe is so much fun. Some sword mode attacks have blocking frames, like the end of Spinning Slash or the start of Morph Slash. If an attack hits while your shield is facing forward, you'll block automatically. Juice wants to try the Unga Bunga Axe. For good reason. Charge Double Slash. I remember that one. Condensed Element Slash and Charge Double Slash will not execute properly if you hold the button for too long. Release the button at the right time to use these moves successfully. Perform a Sword Condensed Element Slash during an element boost to enter Sword Boost mode. In this mode, your sword will not be deflected and you will gain additional attacks. Yeah, remember when I said this weapon was technical? Morphing Advanced. The Silk Bind attack activated by pressing that. Use a wire bug to launch you forward while your charge blade switches to axe form. While in motion, monster attacks won't knock you back or stun you. Counter peak performance. A Silkbind attack being hit while your weapon is readied will fill your files to maximum. That's useful. So, axe has Rising Slash, Element Discharge. Amped Element Discharge is what we're all here for, let's be honest. With at least one file applied, perform the axe elemental round slash. They don't even show you what half of these controls are. Amped elemental discharge becomes super element discharge. Successfully blocking an attack in the state shields a trigger explosion. Yeah, I'm mostly gonna Unga Bunga this. Excuse me. Like, it's not called that. But that's a Keyblade, right? Right? Zach, tell me I'm not crazy. That's just an actual keyblade. And if I switch to axe mode... Yeah, that's how I charge. How do I switch to axe mode? Okay, there we go. That only really works when you got shit in it, which I don't. I do like this, like, cool wedding dress arrangement. Yeah, I can't believe Xehanort isn't here.
Yes?
I don't even like Kingdom Hearts, and I love the fact that there's a Keyblade here. It's just so dumb and beautiful and perfect. Honestly, the endemic life for these short-term boosts, really neat idea. Not my intention. Yeah, as I said, the way I used to play this, and the way I'll probably play it today, is just worse Sword and Shield. Because I don't know most of the technical aspects of it. I would like to. I feel like the weapon deserves it. And that is an amped element discharge. And is the thing about this. You know, that's a good way to describe it, Stealth. I will say that amped element discharge feels very good. But missing feels real bad. You know what? I like this more than I expected. That's because stealth is super smart. Stealth is super smart. What I meant to say was Juice is super smart. But the fact is, you are both exactly as smart as you are cute. Hint, it's a lot. Sleep? Ah, dang it. Oh! That was a big old ripperoonie. There's a lot to the charge blade that I didn't really explore. But honestly, it feels good. It feels better than I remember it feeling in 4. And I know I didn't really get a chance to explore the Silkbind stuff. There's plenty of time yet for that. But honestly, yeah. The weapon has a very satisfying feel to it. What I'm mostly interested in is figuring out the different loops. Because every weapon has its loops. You might want to get food then, Stealth. Oh, look at Pop! Yeah, Stealth, just have you considered fooding? I want to try doing... We've got 4 weapons left, and I'm probably going to go over 3 hours, but I'd really like to try to do all of them today, so that I've got a feeling for what I should use next week against Mizu. So, Insect Glaive. Man, back in the days of Manhunt 4, Insect Glaive ruled the roost. And I never even tried it. I think I've used it once ever. Yes, there is, so I've heard. Rising Slash combo, Side Sweep, Kinsect Harvest Extract. That's the big thing about Insect Glaives. Your Kinsect allows you to gather extracts. They come in 3 types, red, white, and orange. Which color extract you get depends on the monster's body part. Extract effect depend on the color. Red boosts attack, white boosts speed, orange gives knockback protection. You can absorb a blend of colors and mix them together to gain incredible attack powers and useful effects. So ZR plus R shoots the Kinsect. ZR plus X harvests extract. ZR, you can mark the target. Marking a monster will tell Kinsects to target that part with their attacks. Note that this effect disappears when you sheath your weapon. Some Kinsects will automatically attack once a target is marked, while there are others that spread Kinsect dust when they attack. The dust explodes when hit. So X in midair vaults, A in midair is a jumping advancing slash, B in midair is a midair evade. ZL on X is a leaping attack that spins forwards. Follow up by pressing X for jumping slash, A for a jumping advancing slash, or a midair. Calls your Kinsect back while you evade. As it returns, it will perform spinning attacks that scatter healing extracts. That's interesting. Yeah, that was kind of my problem before. Pop, up, let me. That was not actually the intention, but it was cool. No. Wait. That didn't help. I was hoping that would help. Let me pet the pup. So Juice, keep trying out different weapons. Like, light bowgun can be your main, and it's a fantastic weapon. They're all good weapons. But you might find something that you like more, or more importantly, you might find like a second good choice. And then you can work on both of them. Also keep in mind with Unga Bunga Axe, in spite of the fact that I haven't played it in a long time, I did play it. And that goes a long way. Like, having ever played it gives me a huge experience boost already. That was not quite what I was hoping would happen. I vaulted directly over him. Okay, I've got red extract. I think. Like, this part is great. I mean, yes, Juice. Ranged weapons are great, and honestly, every party's gonna need ranged weapons. Really trying to figure out how to use the insect glaive like properly with the insect and all. Death is probably not a part of the equation, though, in terms of using it properly. Chili food? Yeah, I must really make another chili. I enjoy it. Yeah. I'm liking the glaive, not convinced on the insect. You know about potions and things, right, Juice? Potions and sharpening and things like that. Because again, the tutorial mission doesn't really show you any of that shit. I mean, you can. Remember, Switch can do custom button remapping. So you can do your Monster Hunter control scheme and just swap those buttons. Really trying to figure out this insect. I cannot remember exactly where it is. I think it's in controller settings somewhere. But yeah, the Switch lets you remap literally any button. And I believe you can set up like multiple control profiles. So what you could do is set up your Monster Hunter profile, which essentially just makes Y into X, makes X into A, whatever. It's not 100% perfect because then, like, carving you do with X instead of A. Talking you do with X instead of A, gathering you do with X instead of A. But that's a pretty minor thing if it makes you more comfortable with the combat. I believe it's one of the Switch's best features. Okay. And now for the weapons I have no experience in. Let's start with the light bow gun. Oh, she's cute. Excels in long-range combat, fulfills a variety of roles from rapid-fire barraging to inflicting status ailments based on the type of ammo used. See, I feel like ammo in here is kind of like spell slots in D&D. It's very intimidating when you don't know about it. ZL gives me crosshairs, ZR fires. Nice. A gives me Wyvern Blast. X is reload. That's Let's ammo type. That's the melee attack. Hold X to reload all ammo in sequence. Places explosive rounds that detonate when attacked. They're replenished after a certain time. Okay. I mean, it's fairly simple in terms of controls. R and X. Surge forward, lightning fast speed, press ZR, unleashing a powerful close range attack. R and A, use Y bug to vault you forwards. Press ZR to fire, X to reload, and A to fire a Wyvern Blast directly below you. Interesting. Okay, so that does a triple shot. Why are those now not a triple shot? Because of the thing underneath. The Wyvern Fire changed that as well. Okay, so let's do... Okay, there's pierce ammo, spread ammo. I'll start with normal ammo and then I can swap. Come on. Hop. Let's see how I manage with a very different weapon style. It should be clear that the weapons I'm best at so far are fit into one of two categories. The two categories are Unga Bunga, although the hammer was a bit too Unga, not quite Bunga enough. And then speedy weapons. This is neither of those categories, so I'm curious to see how I manage. Oh, Pup do a jump. What does sticky ammo do? Oh, they're fucking sticky bombs? Okay, so don't focus on that melee attack. Okay. I like this. Like, it's not my favorite weapon, but I am liking it much more than I expected. Ah. I'm sorry, Stealth. How do I put this away? Normally that would do it. Oh, it just time. Isn't X how I reload? Oh, I am preloaded. Okay, that's fine. Rip. I'm sorry, Stealth. I will make an effort. I genuinely will try to get better at it, because I liked a lot about the weapon. I just didn't like using it, if that makes any sense. I forgot the importance of distance in ranged weapons as well. That is something to keep in mind, Juice. Ranged weapons have an ideal distance. If you get too far away, they just don't do good damage. Not my intention. I really wish I knew how to put my weapon away. I know that sounds like a simple thing, but the controls are different. Okay. Y does the job. Rip. Stealth. Don't remind me. That's the worst thing I've done in the game. You know what, Juice? I see it. Oh, yeah. Bo is like the standard stamina whore. I pressed the wrong button. But yeah, I'm enjoying light bowgun. It's a completely different playstyle to what I'm used to. But it's an enjoyable one. There we go. You know what? The ability to fire the wyvern fire right below you is very interesting. And I like it. Yeah, light bowgun. I'm surprised at how much I enjoyed it. So one thing you don't really see, given the ammo types they give you, and I mean, it's the demo. That's not really a surprise. Light bowgun is very, very good. I mean, it's a good way to describe it, Juice, yes. But light bowgun is very, very good at stamina ailments. So, poison, paralysis, all that kind of thing. As well as you can get ammo that buffs your party. Okay, let's try a heavy bowgun. Powerful ranged weapon, as heavy on firepower as it is in the hand. Can be loaded with wyvern heart or wyvern snipe ammo depending on the situation. Let's a fucking go. Now, I believe this is... Of the ranged weapons, this is the Unga Bunga. ZL pulls up crosshair, ZR fire, standard. A loads special ammo, X reloads, that's Lex ammo, and you can do a melee attack just the same. Fast with firing of special ammo, press A again to unload it, allowing it to regenerate. Charge shot powers up as you hold down the button. Longer charge means a stronger shot. That's an interesting one. Anchor guard. Allows you to absorb an attack without taking damage. Follow up by pressing ZR to fire. And so find Glide. Use Wirebug to hurl you forward. Press X plus A to follow up with a melee attack. Or Y to follow up with a quick sheath. Those don't seem super cool, to be honest. I can do that. Okay. Let's try some special ammo. Oh? Is that just an actual fucking machine gun? Huh. That's just an actual machine gun. That is... daddy-like. It's reloading slowly, but it looks like it would probably be pretty devastating when it actually hits. Oh, attacker. Nice. Much larger clip size, I notice. Still got these sticky bombs. Nice. Excuse me, did I just fucking tank that? I like this. Steech! Yeah, I'm at a terrible distance now. Until I'm not. Let's do a little of this. Nice. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna get my mounted Punisher this time. Not that it really super matters. I just thought it would have been fun. Hey! I did manage to pull it off. Wait, seriously? The heavy bowgun was better at turtling than the weapon that, like, does that. Honestly, so far the lance is, like, by a long way, the worst weapon I've used. Like, in spite of my complaints... heck. I did not even know I had a max potion on me. Why did I have a max potion on me? In spite of my complaints, there is a lot to like about the hammer. I know that takes stamina, but I took almost no damage from it. Trying to get a good range. That's not quite it. Well, that sure was a thing. I kind of forgot you can be mobile at the same time, and that makes it much better. Yeah, I'm surprised. I always thought that the heavy bow gun was, like, super bad for mobility. And, like, it's low mobility, but it's higher than both gun lance and lance. Which I know is maybe unfair, because those two are kind of famous for turtling. But it's got a really solid shield and diverse ammo types and the fucking machine gun? Like, this... I personally prefer this over the light bow gun. This might be my ranged main. I mean, I still have to check out the bow. Which I have used very rarely. A weapon built for ranged attacks, for its high mobility, fire arc shots to cover for allies, or power shots that hit hard. Coatings can be applied to inflict sad summons. Yeah. Spicy turtling is a good way to put it. I've heard that the bow update in Rise is really, really good. Close range coating, power coating, poison. They actually give us these? That's really nice. Aim with ZL, shoot with ZR, same. A is a melee attack. X plus A is Dragon Piercer, which I know is super good. Better on bigger monsters. Select coding, load or unload coding. Thank you, Juice. Draw the bowstring tightly, consuming stamina but raising arrow damage in tiers. You can also raise damage tiers by shooting in quick succession or by dodging after a shot and immediately shooting again. Nice. Boost damage in exchange for diminished range. Increases attack power, inflicts paralysis, poison, sleep, blast, and exhaust. Use a wire bug to evade backwards, landing in a crouching position. While crouching, stamina rapidly regenerates. If timed right, you can nullify a monster attack while evading. You can also use the left stick to change the direction in which you evade. And Herculean draw. Surge forward in a designated direction. Attacks are also empowered for a short time. Interesting. So that's basically what I want for that. Okay. Let's try out the bow. Which I've been told is the sword and shield of ranged weapons. I don't know how accurate that is. Pop? This is a lovely armor set. I think this is the Bisha 10 armor set. I think this is the first time I fought this dude back here. Oh. You know, when people said it was a stamina whore, I didn't quite understand. Oh, nice! That completely fucking missed. Ooh. I don't think I'm getting the distance right on this. smart. I think I'm struggling to properly take advantage of the bow. And I recognize that that is on me, not on the game. But what I need to do is get me some more stamina. Oh, that did fucking nothing. Oh, come on. Yeah, the melee attack is more effective than I thought it was. Oh, fuck. Let's try to get that exhaustion back. I can't believe the melee attack is dealing so much damage. Yeah, this is a weapon I'm going to need to practice with much more if I'm going to have any success with it. Because it just doesn't seem to be dealing a ton of damage. Nope, that was the wrong thing. Stealth is correct. Yeah, I wasn't quite feeling that. I know it's a good weapon. But it just wasn't quite doing it for me. That is where I'm going to call stream. This has been extremely fun. I really appreciate you guys joining me here. And now that I've got a feel for the weapons, next week, Monday, I plan to be doing this again, but what I'm going to be doing next week is anybody from chat who wants to, I'd like to organize ahead of time rather than just have everybody jump in. But anybody from chat who wants to can join in with me, and I'm going to be doing some online quests hunting Mizu. And that's anybody of any experience level. That includes you, Juice. I don't care that you're new. It's the demo. We're trying shit out. I've really enjoyed this, and I've largely enjoyed it because I'm playing with you guys. So yeah, Wednesday, this coming Wednesday, 5:30 Eastern time, as usual, I will be playing Shining Force. Still, there's no class Monday. That's rad. Let's take a look at who we... Oh, Sar's also playing Monster Hunter Rise. So that seems like the appropriate person to raid. Let's raid Sar. Which I'm excited for. I very rarely raided Sar. Yeah, as I said, Wednesday, 5:30 Eastern is when you can catch me playing some Shining Force. Next Monday, I'm going to be playing Mizu. I'm going to be playing, hopefully, with a bunch of you, and I'm very, very excited for it. I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful evening going forward, or whatever time of day it is for you. I love you all, and I will see you, hopefully, soon. Have a great one. Ciao.